The Library of Whistling Shells. At the edge of a turquoise sea, where the sand sparkled like sugar, lived a little girl named Kaya. She loved to collect seashells, especially the ones that made gentle whistling sounds when you held them to your ear. Kaya kept her special shells in a basket by her bed. One sunny morning, Kaya found a shell shaped like a tiny spiral staircase. It was pearly pink with speckles of gold. When she picked it up, she heard a soft tapping sound. Tap, tap, tap. Curious, Kaya brought the shell closer to her ear. "Hello there," squeaked a tiny voice. Kaya gasped as a small hermit crab poked his head out of the shell. He wore tiny spectacles made of sea glass. "I'm Coral, the keeper of the Library of Whistling Shells. Would you like to visit?" Kaya nodded excitedly. Coral instructed, "Hold the shell to your ear and close your eyes." When Kaya did, she heard the gentle swoosh of waves. A warm, salty breeze tickled her cheeks. She opened her eyes and gasped with wonder. She stood in an underwater cave filled with glowing shelves. Each shelf held hundreds of shells, all different colors and shapes. Some shells were as small as buttons, others as big as pillows. The cave felt cozy and safe, like being wrapped in a warm blanket. "Welcome to the Library of Whistling Shells," Coral said proudly. "Each shell contains a story. All you have to do is listen." Coral scuttled to a shelf and selected a bumpy blue shell. "This one is about the dancing starfish. Would you like to hear it?" Kaya sat cross-legged on a soft patch of sea moss. She was the best listener in her kindergarten class, and now she would listen to shell stories. Coral held the blue shell up, and it began to whistle a sweet melody. The sound formed picture in Kaya's mind. She saw starfish twirling under moonlight, their arms waving like ribbons. She heard their giggles and felt the cool night water. When the story ended, Kaya clapped her hands. "That was wonderful! Can I hear another one, please?" For hours, Kaya and Coral explored the library. They listened to shells that told stories about brave seahorses, friendly octopuses, and magical mermaid gardens. Coral was so happy to have someone who listened so carefully to every story. As Kaya's eyes grew heavy, Coral selected a special lavender shell. "This is a sleeping shell," he whispered. "It will help you drift into sweet dreams." The shell's gentle hum reminded Kaya of her mother's lullabies. Kaya felt herself floating back to her bedroom, still hearing the soothing whisper of the lavender shell. She found herself tucked in her own bed, the spiral shell clutched gently in her hand. Outside her window, the waves sang a good-night song. Now, whenever Kaya feels like hearing a story, she picks up her spiral shell and whispers, "Coral, I'm ready to listen." And just like that, she returns to the Library of Whistling Shells, where countless stories wait for attentive ears and sleepy smiles.